Alright folks, we're here today. We're going to show you how to do dry feed the really easy way. We're going to do a nuke today. We also do shallows. We're going to try and do this without smoke. See if the bees cooperate. Depends on, we thought it might be cool enough to. Oh, look at all those hive beetles. We'll just help the girls out a little bit. They're trying to encase them is what they were doing. They're herding them all up at the top and going to seal them in with propolis. So we'll just give them a little help while we're here. Not a lot of hive beetles. Not enough to be a threat to the colony anyway, but you know. Dead hive beetle is a good hive beetle. Alright, so we're going to take first, we're going to put down a piece of wax paper, and it's important that you leave some space right here on the end. You don't want to cover the whole thing. That's for ventilation. And we're going to put a shallow nuke box. So this all would be the same for a 10 frame, a full size colony. So we get that set in. We got that nice space over here for airflow. Girls are right underneath the paper. And then we're going to use what I call a sugar dam, which is nothing more than just a block of wood that's slightly shorter, about 1 inch shorter than a shallow box, so about 4 inches tall and with 1.5 inch spacers. And when we set this down in there, you'll see the end of the frames, and the idea is that that's going to allow ventilation up over into this area. Now, next we got our pure cane sugar. If it's not marked pure cane, then it's beet sugar. Beet sugar is GMO, which means it's got glycophosphate. As long as you know that, when I can, I prefer not to feed my girls GMO, just because of the glycophosphate. So, what I'm going to do right now, because I had I learned this the hard way one year. I had a nuke, had plenty of food, it starved to death because it didn't eat through the wax paper. So I'm going to pour just a little bit of this mix, which this mix is about 4 ounces of apple cider vinegar and about 3 tablespoonfuls of Honeybee Healthy, and the rest is water. So mix that around, make this nice little glue. This is a plug is what I'm making. So I'm going to take a slit in between and then plug it. Now I'm going to make another slit over here in the center and plug that. If you don't plug it, you fill this with sugar, it'll pour straight into the hive and you'll lose all your sugar. Now this is a full 10 pounds. You can feed less. Sometimes I feed less. For my satellite apiaries where I'm not around as much, I sometimes even feed those 20 pounds, which is a lot of food. Because this bag's $5. So if I feed only half, I'm saving $2.50, but if I lose the colony, I've just lost over $100. So after we get the sugar spread out, don't worry about the big clumps, they'll be fine. You want to pour just a little bit of that solution in there. What that'll do is that'll go down. You don't have to mix it, just pour it on top. It'll go and separate and combine with all the sugar on the bottom, and then the moisture from the hive will get this stuff on top. And what you're looking for is you're going to make a hard cake. The nice thing about doing it this way is you wind up, A, it's fast, but B, you leave a lot of air. This, like I said, that syrup, that water solution is going down to the bottom, and that keeps the sugar from falling through when the bees come and eat it. The moisture on top helps seal the top, so you wind up after the winter during the winter you wind up with a hard cake because they're getting the moisture from the top and you've got it sealed in the bottom. It leaves a lot of air in the sugar, which also winds up as an insulator. So what you've just gave them is a food source that's also an insulating attic. So you not only are you feeding the girls, but you're keeping them warmer to boot. And we put our inner cover back on because we still want the colony to vent, because winter ventilation is more important than summer ventilation. And we put a top on, and that's it. That's all there is to it. And I did this in about 3 times the amount of time, because I'm explaining everything, than I would in normal sugaring. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you got any questions, just leave in the comments.